End your perfectionism. How? One thing. Focus on one thing. Once you have your intention set on one thing, that is going to help you get over that perfectionism. In this example, I'm going to give you just YouTube, for instance. One of the big things for me, being a perfectionist in things, is wanting everything to be flawless, no mistakes. And in doing so, as you can imagine, recording a video, it takes time to get comfortable in front of that camera. And one of the things I did find is sometimes there'd be a noise in the background or something that interrupted this video that I felt flowed really, really well. And my old self would have jumped in there to edit it out, but I'm completely new to editing. And it wouldn't have seemed very, I guess you could say, very smooth or clean cut, and it wouldn't have flowed very well. Not like somebody who really knows editing. And I just thought, well, wait a second. What was my intent? My intent was consistency and output. So that is the focus right now, putting that above quality in the beginning. Just upload it, schedule it, let it go public. Over time, there's going to be enough reps built in to where there's going to be less of those errors maybe that need to be edited out. And maybe they're not really errors. Maybe they're things that maybe are a nuisance to us, but to the viewer, it's really not that big of a deal. We're just natural. We're human. We might say the word slightly incorrectly, whatever it may be. Our shirt might be messed up. There might be something on our shirt. Whatever it is, leave it in there. And I was able to do that and overcome that perfectionism because the whole goal that I finally had was get started, get momentum, get output, put in the reps. That was it. As simple as put in the reps. Not to become an expert in creating content from day one or even day 90, but gradually make a progression to where, okay, we're comfortable in front of the camera. We do fairly well, not a lot of uhs and ums and all those kind of filler words like you'd hear in Toastmasters. But eventually learn more editing skills to where, if not necessarily to edit out any of those errors like that, but to edit the video to have some various screenshots or sharing various aspects of my screen, doing some tutorials, all that stuff, because that would have taken longer to get up to speed to actually get a video out there. So keeping that intent focused, and in this case, the focus is on output, not perfection. That's how I was able to overcome it. And if you are a perfectionist, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It could be the slightest thing that most people would never know. And I think about this, what comes to mind, like home improvement projects, something that's slightly not in alignment, but nobody would notice it. But I notice it. And it just drives me nuts. Now, in those cases, I'll go back and fix them. But I had to let go of that perfectionism for this to get started, to get some momentum, to build up some skills, to build up the reps. So if you are a perfectionist, think of that. Don't try to take on the whole task, in this case being an expert in content creation, but just getting started, right? And when you do that, when you have that intention, in this case we talked about output and getting in the reps, it's almost like permission to let go of that perfectionism and needing every video that goes out to be absolutely perfect. And for me, being someone that's always been that perfectionist, and I'll have to share stories sometime. I mean, just on the slide, go back to these home improvement projects. This just measuring and positioning things specifically, perfectly, thinking out all the angles to it, takes much longer than probably most people would. So having that relief and stepping away from that old self of being that perfectionist it's incredible because you start to get excited about seeing the output in the production and not getting hung up. I know there was one video, and I can't remember what it was. What was it? There was something where maybe I misspoke or whatever it was, and I wanted to clip it and whatever, pull that out of the video. I wasn't using any type of software where you can just edit the text. You would have actually had to clip the video and do it just right and time it just right and all that. And I just finally think, I'll just re-record it. I would just re-record it. These aren't half-hour, 2-hour videos. This is very short. It's under 10 minutes, probably 6-7 minutes or so. I'm just gonna scrap it or leave it in. Most cases I've left it in. There's some where maybe it's just too much. It's somebody knocking at the door and the little Pomeranian is, not a couple barks, but it just lasts so long. I'm like, okay, I can't keep that in. I need to reshoot the video type thing. But a bark here and there, we just let it fly. Just keep going. So to break that perfectionism, have that one thing you're focusing on, that one goal. If it's YouTube, it's not the whole aspect of all the aspects, getting those dialed in perfectly. Maybe it's just getting started, getting the reps, being consistent, putting out the output the way that I focused, and then over time, transition into the quality and all those things and layer everything on. So hope that helps. Once you go down this path and you let go of some of that perfectionism, the amount of time and anxiety and stress it's going to save you is absolutely phenomenal. And you will look back at your old self and be glad that you made the shift. All right. Thanks again. Have an amazing day. We'll talk with you soon. Thanks.